History isn't just a collection of dusty books, faded maps. It's a living, breathing puzzle. And sometimes a single piece emerges from the earth that doesn't fit anywhere. Imagine walking through the silent ruins of a forgotten city, wind whispering secrets only the stones remember. Suddenly your foot hits something solid. You dig. You unearth an object that glows with an untold story. A relic that feels impossibly advanced, impossibly out of place. These are the moments that change everything. These artifacts are the glitches in our historical matrix. Whispers from an unseen past that challenge the very timeline we've constructed. They force us to ask a terrifying, thrilling question. What if we've been wrong all along? More than curiosities, grenades tossed into the placid waters of accepted history, deep in a shipwreck off the coast of a Greek island, divers found something extraordinary. It wasn't gold, it wasn't jewels, it was a lump of corroded bronze. This was the Antikythera Mechanism. But as technology allowed us to peer inside its calcified shell, we discovered something that simply should not exist. A complex system of interlocking gears, a machine of profound genius, designed to predict astronomical positions, predict eclipses for decades in advance. The story of impossibly advanced ancient objects doesn't end in the Mediterranean. Let's travel to the dusty plains of Iraq. In 1936, workers digging a railway near Baghdad uncovered a small, unassuming clay pot. A copper cylinder was inside, an iron rod inside that. Archaeologists built a replica and filled it with an acidic liquid, vinegar, grape juice. It produced a small but steady electric current, an ancient battery, 2,000 years before Alessandro Volta. One theory, electroplating, applying gold, applying silver. In 1898, a tomb in Saqqara yielded a small bird-shaped sycamore wood artifact. It was catalogued with model birds, but this one was different. Its wings resemble modern aircraft wings. They show an aerodynamic profile. Most telling, a tail with a vertical rudder, not fan-like feathers. Replicas tested showed remarkable gliding performance. Maybe they were pioneers of aviation. The sky's the limit. Sometimes the most profound mysteries aren't machines, but messages. Take the Piri Reis Map, for instance, discovered in 1929 in the Topkapi Palace in Istanbul, Turkey. Drawn on gazelle skin in 1513 by the Ottoman Admiral Piri Reis. The map is stunningly accurate in its depiction of the coastline of Europe, North Africa, Brazil. But that's not the part that keeps historians up at night. The mystery lies in what else it shows. The Piri Reis Map appears to depict the coast of Antarctica, not the ice-covered continent we know today, but a coastline free of ice. The problem? Antarctica wasn't officially discovered until 1820. The map is a cartographic ghost, hinting at an ancient seafaring civilization. Let's journey from maps of the world to stones that tell a story of the stars. In the remote desert of Peru, a library of over 10,000 engraved stones was found, the Ica stones. First brought to public attention in the 1960s by Dr. Javier Cabrera. These andesite river stones are etched with incredible scenes. They depict complex surgical procedures like heart transplants and brain surgery. They show what appear to be telescopes and people observing celestial bodies. Many stones show humans coexisting with dinosaurs, fighting stegosauruses and riding triceratops. The stones themselves are ancient, but the carvings spark a fiery debate. Our own origin story is perhaps the greatest mystery of all. We have a timeline, a path from primate to modern human. But some artifacts don't just bend that timeline, they snap it in half. Consider the Klerksdorp spheres. These are small, spherical to oblong objects collected by miners from a 2.8 billion-year-old pyrophyllite deposit in South Africa. That's billion with a B. These spheres are metallic, many with perfectly straight parallel grooves encircling their equator. Some are even hollow, with a fibrous material inside that turns to dust when exposed to air. According to science, 2.8 billion years ago, the only life on Earth was single-celled microorganisms. Geologists argue they are natural formations called concretions, but they struggle to explain the perfect symmetry. In 1968, fossil hunter William J. Meister was searching for trilobite fossils in Antelope Springs, Utah. He split open a slab of shale and found something that made his heart stop. There, embedded in rock that was over 500 million years old, was the clear fossilized imprint of a sandal. And crushed beneath the heel of that sandal was a trilobite, an ancient marine creature that went extinct 280 million years ago. But the shape is too perfect. You can see the outline of the heel, the sole, the clear impression of a human-made object pressing into the ancient mud. If it's real, it means someone or something was walking the earth wearing shoes during the Cambrian period. The rock holds its secret, a single footprint that could unravel everything. Our tour through the impossible has shown us one thing. The past is not as settled as we think. From the Roman London hammer, a 19th century tool found encased in 400-million-year-old rock, to the incomprehensible Voynich Manuscript, these artifacts are the universe's way of reminding us to stay curious. They are the loose threads in the grand tapestry of our past. Pull on one, and the whole picture might change. The drop stones of China tell of strange, spindly beings from the stars. The Kimbaya airplanes from Colombia look like golden models of supersonic jets. These 15 artifacts, and countless others like them, are not just historical oddities, they are invitations. They invite us to question, to explore, and to dig deeper. They challenge the dogma that can sometimes settle over science and history, reminding us that every fact is just a theory waiting to be tested by new evidence. The stories of the Baghdad Battery, the Saqqara bird, and the Antikythera Mechanism suggest that cycles of technological advancement and collapse may be a recurring theme. Perhaps we are not the first high-tech civilization to call this planet home. It's a humbling and exhilarating thought. The past is a vast, uncharted ocean, and we have only explored the shallowest of waters. What other relics lie buried beneath the sands, hidden in the deep sea, or locked away in forgotten museum drawers? The discovery of a single new artifact tomorrow could prove that we flew before we wrote, that we understood electricity before we forged iron. The greatest discoveries are still out there, waiting for someone with a shovel, a flashlight, and an open mind. History is not a closed book, it is a living investigation. The expedition is far from over. In fact, it's just getting started.